Okay, thank you, Marius. Thank you for exciting content. It was great to see how AI can help on the front end and how it can support end user in solving the issue and raising the new ticket, or we can call it work request as we are used to. So let me just share the screen and here we go. All right, and now let's put our AI assistant into the different role. Right, we will let it to support us on data analysis, and I will demonstrate it on our HQ project, on our Archibus HQ project, which most of you is I guess familiar with. All right, so let's start. What we are going to achieve. First, we are going to get such a report related to our printer works, which is having some total numbers per statuses, distribution, also per buildings, with the list of individual work requests, right? So this report is basically ready for printing and ready to be presented to our higher management or to any user which is not really familiar with the insights of the system. All right, so how to achieve that? We will see. It's quite simple. So I included our AI assistant into the menu of the Archibus, where we have it under the call center menu. So once we call it, we get the AI Archibus Bruce Archibus AI assistant prompt. So let me put the prompt there. So what we want to get? We want to get a simple report of my work request. Okay, let's put it there and see what we are going to get. So the AI assistant is working, is getting the information about our project, checking existing data structure, and running through our database, right? It's querying the data, it's preparing restrictions for the report, and we will get surprised what we will receive. What is interesting about AI that not every time the result is exactly the same. So we need to be careful about what we are asking for. And it's also possible within our solution to define something which is called temperature, which we can define how accurately or how precisely the AI assistant is reacting to our prompts or to our definitions. So once we are ready with the data collection and extraction of data from our data structures, our assistant will start preparing report in that HTML format. So as you can see, the code is being generated. Let's give it a few seconds, and we will see the result soon. Okay, so this is what you can see. It's just being generated on the fly. I'm just scrolling down as the code is being created, and we will be soon ready for the presentation. Okay, there it is. On the left side, we can see that the summary. We can understand the main issues, location affected. So basically the alphanumeric format. And on the right side, we see the report in the, let's say, more presentable design, right? So we get the total numbers, number of requests, completion, in progress, waiting approval, average priority with the request status overview, distribution by the categories, right? And underneath, we see the distribution by locations, request detail list underneath, and some key insights and recommendations. As I mentioned before, you probably noticed that every time we can expect something slightly surprising, something slightly different, because the same prompt which I used before, it gave me a little bit similar result, but not, I would say, exactly. The look is just slightly different, right? All right, so this was just generated in front of our eyes.
Sorry. I want to say that the look and feel is different, but the data is the same.
Yeah,
and you can show that. Okay.
Yes, of course. The data are the same, but the look and feel might be slightly different. Yeah. All right. So what next? When we have this kind of output, we might like to get a report or the result in an even more presentable way using more of the graphics. So, for example, using some of the charts. So we can try and see what AI assistant will give us as a result once we use a new prompt, prepare me a report, which includes charts. Right. So now we will let it work, because all the data which he needed, or it or she, as you like, needed were already prepared. So now it is just about preparing the visual presentation of this data, and we will let it generate again the HTML code. And once we are done, we should expect some nice chart reports. Well, I guess, Miguel, you haven't prepared any of that music in the background, right? But when we were preparing this presentation, Miguel was ready to play some of his own production.
Yeah, we were rehearsing, and I was in my at home in my studio also with my keyboards, and we were considering that if I play, but they said that no, this is a criminal act for the ears of our friends. Okay.
All right, so it didn't take that much time, and here on the left side again we have the word summary. And what we get on the right side. So it's a report including more of the chart presentation. So the pie chart showing us the distribution of the statuses, distribution per the problem categories, request location. Here we have some issue in this report. Priority distribution, and request timeline. Again, there is the list of the requests, and again, key insights and recommendations, which, in my opinion, are actually giving quite sense. All right, so this is all from my side. Thank you very much. And I'm letting Ian to continue in our presentation. Thank you.